Oaks at South Point Campground. This is 1,000 Trails Campground in Yemassee, South Carolina. Let me take you around and show you the campground. This is where we pulled in last night. This is the Welcome Center office. The Oaks at South Point. And the office is closed. We checked in. Our reservation was on the board here. It's the next morning, so there's no reservations posted yet. But due to the coronavirus, that's how they're doing it here. Unlike other 1,000 Trails, this campground assigns you a site. So we picked up our reservation on this board and then proceeded to our site. So let me show you around the campground. It's a little mini golf area, and we run in to these pests that they have around here. They're called no-see-ums. Being that this is early April, I guess they're out because they were really out when we were setting up yesterday, late afternoon. And but they have a screened-in area. I guess that's an indication those pests are a real problem. But I hate the no-see-ums. We've been to another park, Crystal Isles. It's an encore park in Florida last spring, and yeah, I'm no fan of no-see-ums. Those things bite pretty hard, and you cannot see them. And Deep Woods Off does not keep them off. So, yeah, I'm not a big fan of anywhere where there's no-see-ums. So, thankfully, this is a 2-night overnight stay. We've used South Point area as an overnight stop before. There's the KOA that's right next door, and but we don't have to pay the $60+ a night for a pull-through site at the KOA anymore, because we are now 1,000 Trails members. This campground, most of these sites are pull-throughs. Outer perimeter looks like they're back ends. This is the bathhouse, dead ahead. Just typical restrooms, nothing fancy. My rig's over there. Through the trees there, it's the cougar dead ahead. We'll go over and take a look at that when we're done with the walking tour. This campground is composed of an outer loop, and then off of the outer loop there's bisecting roads that go through the center of the campground, which contain all the pull-through sites. So let's go find there's a trail that goes to a lake. Let's check that. Yeah, this is that perimeter road I was telling you about. There's one of those bisecting roads, all pull-throughs, 50-amp full hookup to the lake. Let's go check it out. Here's the first. I understand there's 2 different lakes or ponds. This appears to be the first. Looks like we've got a lot of moss on it. You can hear traffic in the distance. It's like a little bit of white noise at night, not too bad. That's Interstate 95 out there. we're really happy with Thousand Trails. We're finishing up our 2019-2020 snowbird trip. We decided to accelerate our travel plans so that we can return home to West Virginia. Thousand Trails was very accommodating. We rescheduled and shortened some of our stays, canceled others, and no cancellation fees, no fees to change your travel plans. That is the great thing about Thousand Trails. You can adjust your itinerary as you need. It doesn't cost you anything out of pocket. Now, this lake looks really nice this morning. So we're here for 2 nights. We stayed in the area before, but I've never detached because we always stayed at the KOA. So I did detach today, or last night. So we're gonna go get diesel fuel and a few items we need at the store here. Yeah, it's real pretty. Okay, well, I made the full loop, and what the conclusion that I've reached is that there are multiple lakes, ponds that are interconnected. And there's the trail, it goes back down the way I took when we started out. And here's the connector to the campground. And let's go down the loop that my rig is on. Here's the bathhouse I showed you earlier. This campground is a lot more pull-through sites than what the KOA does. Actually, it's very nice for an overnight stop. 1 night, 2 nights, 3 nights, whatever. There's not much to do in the local area. It's like a half-hour, 45-minute drive to Savannah. When I go to Ocean, that's another 45 minutes. Here's my rig. So this is a typical setup. You do have cable, which is a nice plus. I'm gonna take you around the front, the other side. Yeah, you can get a big rig in here. Most of these sites will hold a fifth wheel and a tow vehicle. I could have left mine attached. Yeah, don't have a full picnic table, but there's a little bench right there. And the sites are gravel. You do have, looks like it does get muddy in here. The whole campground's in a low-lying area. So, and it was the same at the KOA. When it rains, you're gonna have puddles of water laying around. Okay, we're getting off on exit 33 off of I-95 south. We're heading back toward Thousand Trails. We were just up at the exit north of here, resupplying at Family Dollar and Dollar General, and we got diesel fuel at a gas station up the road. It was about 6 miles up the road to the Yemassee exit. Okay, so we're gonna hang to a fork up here. If you turn right, you're going to go to the KOA. If you turn left, you're going to go to Thousand Trails, the Oaks at South Point, or Point South campground. We'll take you for a little driving tour of the loop, and then we'll pull in where my rig is. Okay, so we're turning into Thousand Trails now. Vehicle if you were going to check in. If you were checking in, you'd stop your vehicle about right here. I gave you a partial walking tour this morning, but we'll make one pass. There's that screen house I showed you. Go around the loop so you can get a better feel for what campsites look like. There's the bathhouse, restrooms off to the right. Business office is where you check in, dead ahead. Everything's closed in there now because of the coronavirus. Can't show you that. Street here. My rig should be off to the right toward the end of the loop. Well, actually, we're gonna have to circle back around because my rig is in the next lane over. My rig's off to the left. It's the Cougar up here. Got plenty of room. Pull your fifth wheel in with a tow vehicle or Class A and towed. Okay, we're home.
There you go. Thousand Trails, the Oaks at Point South, Yemassee, South Carolina. Great overnight stop.